Okay, we have a bike reveal. So we finally have the 900 Tiger 900 Rally Pro. So we have the spokes. We already input the Pirelli Scorpion tires on it. We are in the process of breaking in. We have our Kriega dry pack US 30 30-liter dry pack. We have our cod lock already, and this is the bike. I love it. I love it. It looks amazing. No regrets.
What is up, blobberheads? I am trying something a little bit different with this video because I completely messed up the audio placement of the ride, but I really do want to share the ride with you. We are heading to Pagsanghan, Laguna, to a secret spot, and we will check out the Cavinti Lake Caliraya loop and check out the twisties over here in Laguna. And as you can see, we have a new bike. We have the Triumph Tiger 900 Rally Pro, and with this video I will share my thoughts on owning it for the first 500 kilometers, what mods I plan to do with the bike, why I chose this particular variant over the other variants or other models, and why we went with Triumph over the other bikes that we've tested. As you guys know, I've been testing a lot of ADV bikes lately, and amongst all that I've tested, I think I went with the Tiger for several reasons, and I will go through them throughout this video. So please enjoy the view, the ride, and the music. The format is a little bit different with this one, so enjoy. If you like this format, please comment down below. If you prefer this type of recording, this type of video, please do let me know, and I will make more of them. So peace. Okay, so first things first, why'd we go with the Triumph Tiger 900 Rally Pro? So as you guys remember, I test rode the 1250 GS. We also took out the Aprilia V85. What I didn't catch on video is I also tried out the Honda CB500X. We've also tested out the Ducati Multistrada. There were some other bikes that I really wanted to test, but just didn't know anyone who owned one or didn't have the opportunity to go to the dealer and try it, or they haven't launched yet in the Philippines. So some of the bikes that I really wanted to test out were the Tenere, but from what I know, the Tenere is really a tall bike. I also wanted to try the Versys 1000 from Kawasaki, and I also wanted to try the V-Strong from Suzuki. But given the options, given the chance to really try the bikes out, take them through their paces, what I'll be doing with them, I think I fell in love with the Triumph Tiger 900, particularly because of how it looks, how the inline 3 sounded and felt like. I was able to take the GT Pro actually over at that ride where we went around Quezon, and I absolutely fell in love with the engine. It had all the little rider comfort or rider assist technology that you would want. The price tag was a bit on the higher end of the spectrum for me, but it wasn't quite as high as the higher end bikes that I had tried. So thinking about it, looking at all the things that I wanted to do with the bike, I wanted to go I wanted to do a bit of off-roading, nothing technical, just enough to get me to those places that you usually won't be able to access with a regular bike or with a car. I also felt super fun. I felt it was going to be super fun to just be out in nature and just test your skills. But at the same time, I also wanted to be able to test out and try my skills in terms of endurance. So comfort was a big factor for me as we go further and further and explore more places, and just overall, like, be comfortable as you go further in terms of distance. One of the things that I also considered were the either spare parts or the accessories that you could attach to the bike. So one of the goals for this year's riding season is to actually go moto camping. It's a growing hobby in the Philippines, and I've watched numerous people do it, and I'm in absolute awe of how they are able to carry everything on a bike. So I wanted a bike that was nimble enough to carry all the gear, nimble enough to go through and be fun over the twisties, be comfortable enough to ride for long distances, but at the same time had enough power to carry all the gear. Of all the bikes that I've tested, they all had the power, but I think in terms of looks and the comfort and the technology that went in, Triumph just really like won me over just from the get-go. So those were the reasons I chose the Triumph Tiger in the Philippines. So in this video, you'll see me trying it out a bit off-road as we explore some places. I'll show you some twisties as well. But essentially, this is our new bike. We will be using it for a long non-off-road experience in the coming weeks. So make sure to stay tuned for that video, guys. So those are the reasons why I chose the Tiger 900 Rally Pro over the other bikes that I tested. Now, why specifically Rally Pro? So I've always been a fan of spoked wheels on motorcycles. I just find them to be really classy, really, like, it just fits the overall idea of a bike. I know my bobber should be on spokes, but it's on alloy wheels, so I'd really love to be able to switch the bobber to spokes, as I feel it just fits with the overall aesthetic that I was trying to go with the bobber. For the Tiger, I went with the higher ground clearance because I knew where I was going, and I liked the idea of being able to control some of the tech, like traction control or ABS, as you become more skilled. So I've always been a believer of buying a bike or getting a bike that the rider grows into, rather than buying a bike that a rider grows out of. So as I pick up more skills and as I learn the bike and how to ride off-road more, I know that I have the right bike to accompany my growing skill. So that's why I chose the Rally Pro over GT Pro and over with the low suspension. So one of the first things I actually changed on the bike right away was my tires. I love my tires, by the way. The stock tires are Bridgestone Battle Axe A41 ADV tires, which are more street oriented or road oriented tires. They had a much smoother pattern, much rounder curve of the tire. I switched those out to the Pirelli Scorpion STRs. The STRs were a bit of a combination of road and off-road. They were knobbier than the Bridgestones, but you don't sacrifice grip on the road. So far, my experience on these tires are super sticky. They're hella sticky, and they are a joy to drive off-road. So if you guys are looking for ADV tires that do both a little bit of off-road and a little bit of road orientation without sacrificing grip and comfort and noise, I highly suggest the Pirelli Scorpion Rally STRs. So really, just to summarize, why I love the Tiger is it's a very manageable bike. It can do a little bit of everything, a little bit better than everyone else. It's great on the road, but there are better road bikes. It's great off-road, but there are better off-road suited bikes. But if you wanted the best of both worlds, for me, that was the Tiger. And that was the main reason that I actually settled and decided to just go for it, go for the Tiger. The local support, the local community, the local distributor, the team behind Triumph Philippines, they're fantastic. There's great support. They really do cater and set up to each and every rider's needs. So if you prefer a lot of long road rides, there's a group for you within Triumph itself that allows for long road rides. But if you are a more adventurous rider, there is a group that is also there for you for your adventurous rides. So I am looking at both. I do like going long distances, where the only reward for you is a very good hot meal and a fantastic view. But also the rewarding part for me is knowing that I am getting better as a rider in terms of skill and being able to overcome obstacles that I usually wouldn't be able to go over had it not been for the bike or for the bike that I chose. So those were like some of the factors that made me choose the Tiger. Very little mods that I'll be doing. I am getting a stronger bash plate. I've already installed Hepco and Becker crash guards, both upper and lower. We are getting bark busters to protect our grips, and we are installing some soft panniers from Kriega. We are looking at the Kriega OS or overland system, both the 32 and the 22 liter. We already have the combo 70 dry pack that you strap on at the back, so that in all you have about 120-130 liter of cargo space on top of what you can strap onto the bike. Like I said, some of the mods that I've already done, I've installed the quad lock with the wireless charger so that navigation isn't an issue, although there is a built-in navigational system that you sync up with the app on your phone, and it gives you turn by turn, but I prefer seeing a map versus seeing the turn by turn instructions. There is also I also installed Pirelli Scorpion Rally STRs, which both cater for road and off-road use. What I can say is that it is probably one of the best tires out there right now. You do want to check them out if you are, like me, trying to determine what type of riding you want to do and you want the best of both worlds. Something really grippy on the road and something really safe when you're off-road. It shouldn't give you any problems in the wet or in wet conditions. And when you decide to go over rocks and boulders, or when you decide to go through rivers, the Pirelli should give you enough grip and give you enough traction to keep you safe on the trails. So those are the modifications that I've done, and I am absolutely in love with my bike. I have no regrets. It looks fantastic. It comes in three colors, which is the white, British Racing Green, and black. The black variant, I did originally want the black variant, but the Philippine market doesn't carry it. So it was either the Rally British Racing Green or the white one, and we went with the white one just because it looks more classic, it looks more premium, and I do like the whiteness of the bike. And if you notice, a lot of our helmets are color white. So that's it. We have a new bike. We're ready for new adventures. thank you for listening to me gush about my Tiger 900. As always, guys, ride safe, stay healthy, and always have a good day. Blobber out.